Hey everybody, welcome back. It is now episode 15 of this TOS Star Trek Enterprise bridge. Not a bad week at all, guys. A lot of good fun this week. Big thing is I worked on the stations probably a good portion this week, making sure everything was ready. I cut the holes out for the station controls, and I cleaned up and got the photo etch back in. But I'm not going to take away from it. You'll see it because it's in the video. And then today I was finally able to get a little bit of paint down. So I got primer on the figures, and I share something in there when I go to do the paint and reflect on the primer. But Bones, Mr. Spock have their tunics painted, and that's about it. And then Captain Kirk has his pants painted. But you saw from the picture, I wanted to really show all that. So it was a good week. Photo etch done. A little bit more on the stations. Just tying up a little bit of sanding. And then I'm going to go ahead and primer them. And then go back and work on the little sanding I got to do. Because as you can see in the video, the primer shows a heck of a lot. Excuse me. So yay. Like I said, not a bad week. So if you guys are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. You click on the bell. Every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And as always, it means a lot to me. I thank you to all of you that have subscribed and are still subscribing. It really means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, if you guys see me doing something in this video that maybe I could explain a little bit more, or how I came to that realization, or you see me doing something in my other videos, and you want a little bit more explanation, or if you have a question on a build you're doing, painting or whatever, hey, if you got a question, you put it in the comment section, or better yet, you can email me at bucktmore@gmail.com, and I will respond, and hopefully I can help you with that. Also, you put in the comment sections, hey Buck, good job, yay. Okay, maybe, no, it's your kid, hey, it works for you, that's all good, and then just seriously, the head shake. Put those in the comment section. I respond within 12 to 24 hours. I do respond within 12 to 24 hours. But with that, guys, hey, let's get to the bench and see how the bridge is coming. Well, hey everyone, welcome back. I probably said in the intro, but I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Very busy last week, and lots of family. I loved it. So, back to work, and right now I'm still working on getting the stations taken care of. But I went ahead and started marking the stations. So if you guys remember from my earlier videos, I got this mask from HDX modeling, and I'm going, okay, what can I do? What's going to give the best? Because I like that, but there's a problem getting all lined up. So what I did is, what I'm fixing to show you, you can already see there's a mark there. But what I did is I took just a straight edge, and I wanted to get that center marked good. So, just kind of like that. So when I go to put this on, I can line it up better. And I would definitely say have your tweezers out. And here we go. Okay. So, like I said, I've cut these down. This is a cut down mask. I set in the straight edges. So what I'm doing is I'm doing kind of two things here. I'm making sure I'm centered, and I'm making sure that the stations are pretty even, and sometimes this kind of gets like, but I want to make sure, and I'll show you what I mean by the evenness of the station on the bottom. Okay. Not bad, but not great, and it takes a little work. So, but what I'll do is, okay, now what I'm looking at is the distance between both of these bottoms, and that's where the fun comes in, of trying to make sure that I can get it lined up and there's not a big overall gap. And sometimes I should probably just start there, but I'm always moving it, I'm always looking at it. So let's try that. Let me try that. So, and I have tried it before, but let's see. Okay, then I hold it back, take a good look at it, make sure I'm happy, because I don't want you know, 1 high and 2 higher, and I'm pretty good with that one. So then what I just do is I'm going to tap it down, and then I'm going to just take my Sharpie, and I'm just going to do the outline of, after I make sure it's all tight. And then I'm going to do the outline with this, and it doesn't have to be 100% because I'm probably not going to go all the way to the outline if I remember right. The stations that I am using are a bit smaller, or you know, bigger, but that's okay. So like I said, all I do is I just come in here and I mark this down, you know, try to keep a good line. Darn caffeine, I tell you. Then, you know, I'll make sure I double check that I got the lines I want. Get my little piece of paper and then take that off, and there I go. Now I have a good outline to start with. And before I get any more painting or anything done on the stations, I want to get them all ready for paint. And that means getting the panels cut out. So when I go to start doing on that, guys, I'll turn the camera back on and I'll show you what I do there. So see you then. Something I forgot to show you guys. So you saw me do the mark, but you didn't see what I lined up. So, because it's really hard to tell in between these two parts of the station, I went and I used the center of the deck. So I made sure my ruler was right there and it was all straight. So that's how I marked the middle. So sorry about that, guys. All right, back at it. Okay, so I got that little bit through right there, and make sure I got the right one this time. And if you ever, if you do get the photo etch from Paragraphics and you do this, remember there's an arrow on the photo etch here, and that arrow goes to center. So I will try to find it. So that one goes there. And that one goes. Give me a second, guys. Okay, found the right piece. Sorry about that. Yeah. So as you can see with what the sanding I've already done, as you can tell, it's starting to get there. But if you look on the back side, there's still, I'm sorry, there's still a little bit I need to do. Not very much though. And then, so yay. So I'm gonna keep at it. Okay, got the one side done, and still got a little bit more to clean up, and not grinding wise, but once I get it lined up, and you can see now that that is actually all cleared out, so I can do what I need to. So yay! So check this one again, just to make sure. I got some more cleanup to do on this side, not much though. So let me keep going at it, and when it's all good to go, I'll come back and I'll show you how I put these guys in. Okay, these guys are very good, ready to go. So after you get this all part cleaned out and get all the little curves and all that, as you can see, I didn't get quite all of it on this side, but you see like see if I can turn it so you can see better. So you can see stuff like this right here. Make sure you get it cleaned up, because just that little bit right there can make one heck of a headache. And trust me, I've had those before. So with this, so I'm using CA, and so basically all I'm doing, make sure you guys can see, is I'm putting a thin little line everywhere where the photo etch needs to go, and I'm being gentle with it, not too crazy with the CA. And then when I do that, I'll take that piece and I'll line it up to this side, and then I will go in and make sure it's still there, and then just kind of lightly put some weight down with my fingers, you know, my hand, just till that gets tacked up. And that's a big thing, because when you're doing a lot of this modification like this, you want to make sure that once you got the glue down, you'll see like little places that like to bubble up. Just press it with your finger. Just hold it there. That CA does go quick. Trust me, it'll dry quick. And then I'll just take another look, and okay. Now, with it being on, if there's some, like I need to do a little bit more cleanup, I can do it on the back side here. It's not going to be much. So, again, take my lovely CA and put a nice little thin bit to where that photo etch is going to be. Again. And you see that glue, something grabbing on your glue like that, it's probably because I got a little there, you know. So again, and then when I didn't do it the last time, but make sure you get any of the little greeblies, you know, off. And the other thing is I want to make sure that I'm at the edge here. It's lined up there. And once I'm sure where that is, or once I know I got it where I want, then I'll just come back in here and do this. Hold it with my fingers until it gets all good and dry and gets set. So, yay. So, with that, guys, I'm going to keep working on these. And I'll come back and share what they look like when they're all finished. But hold on, just 2 seconds. So now you can see that. You can see. So yay! And if you need to, I got little small clamps that I use if I need to help grip them down. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get back at it. All right. Well, all the photo etch is now glued on. I still got cleaning to do, as you can tell, before I just get some of the grubs off, and then I'm gonna get these guys. First, I'm going to get these guys in, the panels in, and then make sure it's all good and clean and give it its first coat of primer so I can see what else I need to do. But hey, finally, stations are getting back together. So, all right. So, let me get the things out and I'll start getting the instrument panels down. So, I will return. Not bad day today. Let me show you. So, I've gotten all the instrument panels in. And I'm going to let these guys dry. But I wanted to show you, like I said, be careful when you go to, if you're going to cut this out. Don't be surprised if you're going to have some gap. And I'll show you guys how to fix that tomorrow. Because I'm just going to let all this stuff dry. So, see that? Now, I did take care of this one right here. And as you can see. But not a bad day, guys. I got all the stations now, the panels on, so now it's going to be a little bit more touch-up, get some of those gaps filled, get those sanded back down, and then be on to putting on a primer coat of paint, and hopefully more than that. But thought I'd share with you guys. So, fun day. Alright, I'll see you around. Not see you around, I'll see you later, guys. I'm going to let this sit for the night, so be back tomorrow. Good morning and back at it, finishing. I first started by finishing putting on these, those stations, and then I started to fix and putty what I need to. So, just have you take a look. So, yay. And hold on a second. I'm gonna do this. And try not to blind you guys out, but so yay, really cool. Again, sorry about that, guys. Turn you off. Okay, so I'm still gonna probably do a lot more, but on the putty work, because I'm kind of finding that when I go, like the backside here didn't really need it, but I put the Vallejo putty down and I smoothed it and it cleaned up that edge, because if you look, you can kind of see how stark that edge is right there. So that's what I'm doing. So, and then these guys are going to have to dry. So, yeah, let them get dry. But let me show you what I'm doing first. First, I got a bunch of Q-tips. Trust me on that. And Vallejo putty is really good, and it's a little bit messy, but it works for a lot of things. So like you can see, let's do this. So you can see the whole, because I over drilled it too much. So the great thing with Vallejo putty is you can use, and you can see how I'm just getting it in there like that. So sorry, caps on, so you can see how thick it is. Then you can see right underneath there. Then I'll take a Q-tip, get it wetted down, and then just so ever easily I just drag it across, and I'll clean up that little bit of mess. But as you can see now, it's nice. It does what it needs to. And yes, I go through a lot of Q-tips when I use this. So do this one again, just so you guys can see. So like I said, I really get it in there, because sometimes you think you got enough with Vallejo, the liquid putty, and then you go to clean it and it's like, wait a second, I just filled that hole. So as again you can see, then I'm going to wet down another Q-tip, and I'm just gently going to bring that off, and then if I need to, I'll wipe up the extra bit. Check that out. So now and then I'll definitely go down and sand, but you can see underneath, maybe you can see underneath how it filled that gap, and if you look on top with just a little bit of sanding, but that's going to help do that. So yay. And then like I said, I got another one. So I'm going to get these guys finished up so they can start drying, and give me, while I'm working on letting these guys finish up, I'll think about what I can get done else today, because I was hoping to at least get some primer down, but now that I need to do this putty work, it's going to have to wait till next week. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright guys, so I'm going to get back at it. Alright, got primer down, and as you can see, got a little bit of things to need to do. Sorry, didn't have it close enough. But what the primer really does help you show is, like, this is one of the new kit characters. You see that little bitty hole? Gonna have to take care of that. But it also shows you the seams, and this actually isn't bad, but you can see that one right there. And I have my lovely little sanders for this, and there we go. And that'll help clean it up and get rid of that seam line, which there wasn't a seam line actually, because this was one all cast piece, the arm. It's just where it came together. And then again, like you said, you can see these little bitty guys. So that's what I'm working on right now. Is I'm going to start trying. I'm going to get these guys cleaned up and see if maybe I can get some paint down, or try to anyway before I have to close up for the day. But these guys are all now good. Just letting it finish dry, and then I can go in and clean up the putty that I did and put primer on this, because I'm going to need to see what I'm going to need to fix from all the sanding that I've done to take care of things. So let me get these guys cleaned up, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, out of all of them, I have, this is the Captain from the original kit, the first issue, and no really big issues there. And then for Bones and Mr. Spock, this is a new kit. Not bad, but on the other hand, there is a lot of holes, which, as you can see, maybe I can get it close enough so you can see those. Focus, there you go. So you see those, and there's a lot, trust me. So again, I'm going to go with my Vallejo plastic putty. I like this stuff, is really good, because the big thing is like for this little bit right here, I just do that, and then I will take a Q-tip, wet it down again, and then I'll just lightly clean it up, and there we go, hole's fixed. And it goes the same way with the heads, as you can, like I said. Let me see if I can get this a little closer and see if I can get it and make focus for you. So again, just a little bit, like so, and then again, just very lightly, I'm just taking that out and cleaning up that. So that's what I'm at right now, guys. Sorry. So I'm going to get these guys, get all these little holes fixed up, and then those are going to have to dry. And the stations are still drying, but I am going to try to do some paint. I don't know yet, but I want to get these guys fixed up first, so I will be back. So like I said, I'm going to try to get some paint down today. Got the, don't need to get it, got the flush tone already and on Captain Kirk's face, but now I'm doing, right now I'm just using flat blue for Spock and Bones' uniform. Because with everything else that I got to do to it, it's gonna work. But the other thing I wanted to try to tell you guys is, as you can see, as much as I am a fan of airbrushing, yeah, trying to, I mean, I could, but it's so much easier just to hand paint. And you can paint it where it might take me a couple coats to make sure I get a good paint in there, but as you can see, just painting that. Let me see if I can find it. I might have a bigger one. Do I have a bigger brush? No, I don't. I got rid of all those weird little big brushes, but hey, here's what it is. So again, just, you know, take your time, go at it nice and easy. And yes, I'm going to let the blue show me where those need to be. What I'm talking about is the rank on the arms, the gold on the arms. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. Just kind of going like that. So I'm going to keep at it, guys, and when I get done, I will turn the camera back on. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to wrap it for the week, and just show you, I did get the shirts taken care of so far. I got to do them again, and then Captain Kirk's legs, but I wanted to show them in there in the chair. And then big one this week was getting all the panels, got everything cut, and now I've got everything back in place. So now I just got to go and do a little bit of sanding, and then get started on primering these guys and get them cleaned up. So with that, guys, have a great, awesome, and safe weekend. Have a great, awesome, and safe work week next week. And I'll see you guys back here on the bench.